We are often asked,
How long have you been in Thailand?
well, we have been there since 1950.
I suppose you've seen many changes since you first went there.
Oh yes, things have changed. Even the name has been changed from Siam to Thailand. And probably the greatest factor that has induced this change is the greatly improved roads. Now modern machines do the work quickly, replacing the slow hand labor. Rickety wooden bridges are scarce, and strong cement structures provide much greater safety. Even irrigation methods have changed from the old-fashioned buckets to modern dams. And gradually the water buffaloes are giving way to shiny, new farm tractors, sometimes bought on a community basis. Some farmers have the first made-in-Thailand vehicles. Gone are the days of travel by ox carts and elephants for missionary work. Instead of riding in back-breaking Land Rovers, we now ride in comfortable pickups or sometimes even passenger cars. And trips that took 8 to 10 very rough hours now take only 2 or 3 pleasant hours. Beautiful new air-conditioned buses replace the ones we used to ride in many years ago. And modern gas stations now vie for business. No more pumping gas by hand out of steel drums, at least not in the cities. In the early days, country people walked long distances or rode bicycles. Now, Thailand has become a land of motorcycles. Old, slow, wood-burning locomotives now stand at railroad station entrances as simply curiosity attractions, while we now travel on fast diesel-powered trains. Construction is also booming. In larger cities, beautiful modern hotels are replacing ancient Chinese inns. Old wooden-style Thai houses are being torn down to make room for attractive cement homes. We bought our groceries in this store in Korat when we first arrived. Now, Korat boasts 3 modern department stores, 2 with small supermarkets. Many kinds of electrical equipment is now available in the stores, and even electric candles are now used in the Thai spirit houses. There has been a great change in eating places too. Small noodle shops were the only kind around up country when we arrived. The owner of one of these noodle shops has recently opened a beautiful modern Chinese restaurant in Korat City. Attractive, nicely decorated eating places are springing up in many parts of Thailand. We never dared to eat ice cream made with flour sold by street vendors, but now Foremost Ice Cream Company distributes their delicious products all over the country.
Even inside many homes, there have been great changes. Old fire pots are being discarded for modern gas stoves. And the dress has changed. Some of the older women still wear skirts tucked up like this, and many of the younger country women still wear the long Thai skirts. But more and more, we are seeing Western-style clothes.
Our missionary work has undergone great changes too. The old wooden Bible school was torn down, and now we have this administration building with classrooms and a beautiful library. Old dormitories are giving way to new ones soon to be built. Central Bible School and the Literature Department now have Thai directors. In some cities where Christians used to meet under houses or in book rooms, they now worship in beautiful churches in Korat, in Udon, and in Kanken. American soldiers helped build many country churches, Mission headquarters moved to a new area, and instead of wooden buildings, we now have a very attractive cement unit. New methods of reaching people are being used. Citywide 5-day campaigns with special music and speakers, and tent evangelism conducted by Thai preachers. Also the T program, or Theological Education by Extension. A wider radio coverage with radio rallies and special seasonal TV programs. More up-to-date colorful literature is being produced in Bangkok and distributed all over Thailand.
How have all these changes affected you personally? Do missionaries have it easier now?
The basic difficulties that we found back in 1950 are still the same even for new missionaries. Leaving loved ones causes as much heartache as before. Learning the language continues to be just plain hard work. We still must adjust to customs such as sitting on the floor, and the Thai culture so different from our own way of life. We must still get used to the food, especially the hot curries and other things strange to us.
Sending little 6-year-olds off to boarding school is always difficult, and even as they grow older, we never get used to airport goodbyes. How we wait for that weekly letter.
Accident rates are higher than ever because of the increased traffic and faster travel.
We still live with bars on our windows. The crime rate has increased.
The tropical heat drains energy, and in country areas with no electricity, there are no fans, no refrigerators, and no cold drinks. There are still bad roads in those country areas where people need to hear the gospel. Patience is needed as much as ever in a land where we must remember we are only guests.
There are still lizards and lots of snakes. The Bangkok Post of April 1977 has this quote: "The kingdom has one of the biggest snake populations in the world. There are 179 species of snakes here, and almost 1 million additions every year."
It can become very frustrating bringing the way of life to those who will not follow that way. People still fear the spirits and make offerings of pig heads and liquor. There are disappointments when Christian workers turn away from following Jesus because of love of money or desire for power. So we need your prayers and your support as much as ever. We need more missionaries. The challenge here is as great as it ever was. We tell the old story, which is a new message of life for Thailand. In Hebrews 13:8 we read,
Jesus Christ is the same yesterday, today, and forever. There is no old way and new way with the Lord. There is no then and now with him. Jesus Christ remains the same.
So send I you to taste of God.